Hi, ich bin Exocron. Willkommen back zu Call of Cthulhu. Dem Horrorspiel, dem Gruselspiel, dem psychischen Terrorspiel. Und wir waren hier nach Folge 1 immer noch in Darkwater, dem kleinen Dorf, Städtchen, mit den Walfängern. Haben ganz zum Schluss rausgefunden, dass da oben ist ein Haus, oben auf der Klippe. Und dass die alle hier Säufer sind. Und eigentlich geht's irgendwie, ist das dort da hinten das Lager 36, wo wir rein müssen. Und ich habe eine Vermutung, dass wir hier durch diese Typen durch müssen. Bin mir aber nicht ganz sicher.
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Well, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you
Hungriger
talking to
Köter,
the
hallo?
soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Aha.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
Einfach Leute, die den Wahnsinn treiben.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile of the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Okay.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
Also wir können es nochmal mit der
Saw
Lüge
you talking
probieren.
to the two soaks.
Aber ich glaube nicht.
Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Okay, also. Ich hoffe, dass die zwei Typen mir irgendwie helfen können.
Well, look who's back. Did you miss us?
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Die wollen echt was.
Liquor?
Exactly.
I'll try to find some for you.
Probieren nochmal die komische Tür hier. Ja, bestimmt irgendwo was versteckt. Das ist
No
so.
use. The padlock won't give.
Gehen wir jetzt einfach, der einfachste Weg. Der geradeste Weg ist einfach die Kneipe und zu fragen, ob der uns was verkauft. Und die zwei Typen, die noch quatschen. Wieso sind das immer zwei?
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky. He'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
Continue like that. Everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
My own son. I hope they don't forget the truth like me.
And the doctor, what did he say? Left. My God.
You again.
Let's say I want to buy a bottle from you.
Let's say I don't want to sell you one.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want.
Das ist jetzt echt doof. Das
Anything
heißt,
else?
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't.
Why not?
First off, sailors from around screen.
Screen.
And that's but anything.
That'll be all for now.
das ist echt doof.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just
I told you to beat it.
Okay, das heißt, wir kommen nicht dort rein. Was ist eigentlich mit dem Typen, der da einfach so an der Wand genagelt ist?
They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots.
Also, ich hoffe, dass wir in unserem Call of
Where do you
Cthulhu...
think you're going?
Es ist ja ein Polizist. Wer interessiert sich für das Lagerhaus?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
I'd like to know more about the Hawkins case.
I don't think so.
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Okay, also wir haben schon mal
You
einen
again.
Kontakt.
I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Da sind immer noch die zwei Wachposten. Wir haben keinen Alk, um die anderen irgendwie zu bestechen. Heißt, wir müssen den einzigen freien Weg noch nehmen.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Also mit Parken haben sie es hier nicht so. Bevor wir da jetzt reingehen, gehen wir nochmal zum Captain zurück. Ob das irgendetwas bringt.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently, the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Okay, die Lagerhäuser sind alle durch Tunnel miteinander verbunden. Das ist ja natürlich geil. Auch ein schönes Bild. Okay, das heißt, wir können jetzt wahrscheinlich in das hier links gleich reingehen und dann von dem aus uns weiter durcharbeiten. Mal gucken. Versteckte Gegenstände. Die Fähigkeit der Entdeckung ermöglicht dir, versteckte Gegenstände in der Nähe zu finden. Wenn alle Gegenstände gefunden wurden, wird das Symbol... Ah, okay, guckt euch das mal an. Unten links. Dieser Hebel aktiviert einen Mechanismus.
A handle. It must come from these old winches. This tunnel goes under the warehouses. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. I could use this old winch to lift the
Sag jetzt nicht, das ist jetzt broken. Ich hoffe, dass das nicht broken ist. Aber es sieht fast so aus, dass es broken ist. Aber das Symbol unten links, das rennt immer noch. Das heißt, als ob ich noch immer irgendetwas finden müsste. ich mir nicht so ganz vorstellen kann. Doch, da. Zahnrad.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Das war aber gut versteckt.
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
So, jetzt ist unten links Haken dran. Okay, das heißt, Licht war doch gar keine so doofe Idee. Ah, jetzt sehe ich das da. Oh Gott.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
Ich hab's kaputt gemacht? Wieso das denn?
Well, well. A little
Oh.
mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Your turf. That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
As you wish.
Oh, das hat ja funktioniert. Haben wir uns Respekt verdient?
If you've broken my nose,
I was careful. This time.
Do you want us to take care of him, Cat?
no, not yet. You don't lack nerve, and you've got a fairly good right. I'm always on the lookout for well-built guys to work for me.
I'll make a note of it.
Please do. I'm Kat. I run the neighborhood. Everyone marches to my tune here.
Even Captain Fitzroy?
I suggest you back off. You've pushed your luck far enough for one day. Rather than foolishly risking your skin, come and see me in the bar one of these days. We can talk about what I can do for you, and what you can do for me.
Holy shit, das war ja... Hui, die Dame war ja... Okay, lasst mal lieber probieren. Vielleicht geht's ja jetzt. Bitte, bitte, ich will nicht mit dir quatschen. No. No. Okay, dann wieder zurück. Mal gucken. Wir haben wirklich echte Laufwege. Gucken, ob der Captain dazu was zu sagen hat. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I think it's time to talk business.
Neuer
No hard
Freund.
feelings.
For a lucky little blow? You think I gotta be boss of these lads without taking any hits? It will serve as a lesson. I was too soft with you. Next time, I'll hit first. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Die ist wohl nicht die einzige Bedrohung für mich. Sie müssen sich gut auf Darkwater auskennen. Ich brauche Hilfe, um ins Lagerhaus zu gelangen.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us, and they'll be here long after we are gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. You almost got me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Uff.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
You've got no problem going out looking like that.
How sweet of you to worry about my authority. I wouldn't be here if I was the sort of girl who'd hide away because of a black eye. People here know who they're dealing with. They watch their step.
I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Die Jungs sind jetzt zur Seite gelaufen.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
Be a gentleman and move that for me. That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Na klar, Händchen halten ist immer gut.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Oh, sie ist ja tatsächlich weg.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Ja, da ist eine Hand.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Can't sleep. I know how that feels. What happened here?
Dass das Ding hier nicht abfackelt. Okay, wir haben Piers. Wir haben wieder 2 Punkte. 2 Punkte bis zur nächsten Stufe. Das ist okay. Einwohner, Orte, Okkultes. Hinweise. Okay, Stufe 2, Buch. Wir haben sonst, sind wir jetzt nicht irgendwie weiter vorangekommen hier.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Ah, ist ja geil. Den Polizisten bedrohen? Ich glaube nicht. Wir sollten zusammenarbeiten. Es interessiert sich doch jemand für die Hawkins.
Wound up? You mean messed up?
Dog. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly. No stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Looks like you've met your match, Baker. I'd like to see that more often.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Get this jackass out of here before I stroke his other cheek. But we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge.
Dann ist es die Hütte da oben.
You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Kapitel 3. Garten des Hawkins-Anwesens. Pierce hatte es ins Lagerhaus geschafft. Der Ort, der verlassen sein sollte, hielt einige Überraschungen bereit. Zeichen eines Bewohners sowie ein angesenktes Gemälde. Es wird von Officer Bradley bei seiner Untersuchung unterbrochen, kann ihn aber überzeugen, ihm bei der Ermittlung zu helfen. Der Polizist erklärt sich bereit, den Detektiv zum Anwesen der Hawkins zu fahren. Also wir haben ihn jetzt nicht überzeugt. Also das war ein bisschen dünn. Wir haben ihm nur gesagt, hey, willst du mitmachen? Aber ansonsten war das jetzt nicht so... Ja, Schlüssel.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Ich dachte, die Villa sei in Flammen aufgegangen. Die Villa könnte jeden Augenblick einstürzen. Sie kennen sich hier ziemlich gut aus. Wir haben keine Zeit zu verlieren. Gibt es etwas, worauf ich achten sollte? Ich habe schon von den Winchester gehört.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
You're talking about Winchester.
That's right. The Hawkins' old caretaker. Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Immer lieber ein bisschen Unterstützung haben, wenn der jetzt nicht komisch durchdreht. Oh. Seht ihr? Schon hat sich's ausgezahlt, dass ihr mitkommt. Aber es ist eine echt runtergekommene Hütte.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined. Poor kid. Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set
The
foot.
flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
Ja, und hier sind sie vertreten.
Charles Hawkins' grave.
Und hier sind auch Blumen. Da kriegt man ja schon wieder direkt Gänsehaut. Der Polizist? Ja, der ist irgendwie auch... Wer weiß das schon.
I'll have to find another entrance. This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on dark water.
Ich arbeite fürs Team Webster. Sie hindern die Polizei.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin.
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Ach, sein Mantelchen macht auch lustige Sachen. Oh, der Polizist ist da.
Piers, shall we enter?
Stop bothering me.
Okay. Dann ist das Ende der Episode 2. Gänsehaut pur. Und wir gehen in das Übel rein. Ich bin gespannt. Oh Mann.
Stop bothering me.
Ah, ist ja gut, Sir.
Stop bothering me.
Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen bei diesem Raw-Video. Und wir sehen uns auf diesem Kanal oder auf Exocron Main, dem hauptdeutschen Kanal, Exocron Games, dem hauptenglischen Kanal oder Exocron Into Space. Oder hier. Dem Spiel oder einem anderen. Bis dahin, euer Exocron.